Hello, I'm TG Streaming and welcome to Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell Conviction. We're going to start a new game on the hardest difficulty level, which is realistic. So let's get going into the intro video.
Just do what you have to do.
I always do, Sam. I always do.
The thing you have to understand is this. The Sam Fisher you knew is dead. America killed him, asked him to make one sacrifice too many, cross one line too far. A drunk driver killed him, some anonymous asshole who ran down his daughter and vanished. She was the one thing in his life that humanized him. And his agency killed him. It set him up, turned him loose, and told him to pull the trigger on his best friend in a dirty New York City basement. Irving Lambert died by Sam's hand that day. And so did Sam. So he left. Left Third Echelon, left the life he knew, left America and Mom and apple pie, left it all behind. He hopped off the grid and went walkabout, looking for a reason to go on living. Eventually he found it. He caught a whisper in the wind that maybe his daughter's death hadn't been an accident. He heard a name. And he found somewhere to go looking. A city called Valletta. It's in Malta.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes?
Phone call for you. Please accept this.
This is quite a short training level, so there's not too much we need to do. It does force you to play in a certain way, however, so we just have to go with the flow.
Sam,
Who is this? How'd you find me?
give me a little credit, Sam. Don't tell me you don't recognize my voice even after all this time.
Grim, what do you want?
To save your life. We can go from there. A team of armed men just entered the marketplace looking for you. They're closing in on your position. Unless you do exactly what I say, this will be a very short conversation.
I'm not doing a damn thing until you tell me how you found me.
We're Third Echelon. We've got an eye on everyone. Look up. You'll see it.
No, we don't want to set the controls to inverted.
I see it.
Then I can take it back up to safe altitude, and you can get moving.
You still haven't told me how you found me.
Move. You've got multiple hostiles inbound on your position, and from where you're at, you're a sitting duck. Now get to that group of stalls in the market. There's a lot of cover for you there.
It's like the old days, huh, Grim?
Just like the old days, Sam. Are you carrying?
Yeah, but I'd rather not risk a firefight when there's civilians around.
That's very noble of you. But right now, what matters to me is getting you out of there in one piece. So get to that group of booths right now, or I can't help you, Sam.
I'll be playing this game as stealthy as I can where it makes sense to. There are some parts of the game, however, where you do need to take people out. This is introducing the cover system, which allows you to move from one place to another whilst remaining pretty well hidden.
I'm there.
Hang on. I'm tapping into the city's power grid. That'll let me overload the transformers
Get
near
some
you and blow
goddamn
out those
backup
lights.
down here now. All right?
I'm stuck on an invisible wall here, so I need to go around it.
Hey there, kiddo. What's wrong?
I don't like the dark. It's scary. Turn on the light.
So this is teaching us that you can't be seen when you're in shadows, which most people would probably be able to work out for themselves.
There's nothing to be afraid of in the dark. Sometimes darkness is a good thing. Like when you want to go to sleep.
I could go to sleep with the light on.
When it's light, you can't see into a place that's dark. But when it's dark, you can see what's around you much better.
Really?
Really. So if there's monsters or bad people around, you can see them. And if you're in the dark, they can't see you.
I can't see you either. Can you please turn the light back on?
Okay. Then how about this? There's one really cool thing I didn't show you yet.
There is? Show me.
Okay, here it is. When you're in the dark and your eyes get used to it, you can see all sorts of things around you really well. And then you can do stuff with them.
Like what?
Now take a look at your mobile. You can see it really well, right? If there were monsters standing underneath it, because I can see it, maybe I could make it fall on them and they'd go
And
away.
it would fall on their heads and they wouldn't be bad anymore?
That's my girl.
Daddy, what was that?
Daddy needs you to stay in bed now, okay? He's gonna shut the door and he'll be back real soon, all right?
Okay, Daddy, I love you.
Stay in bed.
There you go, Sam. Nice and dark, just the way you like it.
This bit is teaching us how to shoot people, so we need to kill all these guys. Because we're unrealistic, there's a third guy who's going to appear.
Come out and show yourself, fuckface! You don't want to fight me, Fisher? Asshole!
I'm just waiting for him to get into the right position before I take him out.
What do you got, man? You got anything good? This place is shit. Yeah, you picked it, asshole. You said we'd get a couple of thou easy.
I heard there was metals and shit we could fence in here. The lady that lives here is hot. Maybe we could wait for her to come home.
Take it out and trade.
Now you're talking.
This is our first use of the mark and execute ability. With this weapon we can mark up 2 targets to execute.
Dad, what did you do to them, Dad?
Sarah, baby, don't look.
What are you doing, Daddy?
What are you doing? Sam, talk to me. Sam? Sam, are you there? Come on, don't check out on me.
Graham.
There you are. They brought in some reinforcements, and the man calling the shots is with them. Get a hold of him. I'll ID him, and you can figure out what questions to ask.
We're going to take this guy out and then that will give us a mark and execute.
Coben. Oh man, why we gotta keep working for this guy? His mom.
I've got an ID on the leader, Sam. His name is Dimitri Gramkos, a local street-level boss. He hires himself and his gang out on a regular basis.
Who's he working for now?
Why don't you ask him?
I think I will.
See anything?
We made our way straight up to this cover. Now we're going to wait for this guy to walk past us so we can take him out.
Fisher guy's smart. Probably ran out the back entrance to the market and left us here with our thumbs up our asses. He's gotta come through here.
Not too bad.
Hopefully before we die of old
The guy on the far right is our target. He's going to run off into that building when we get a bit closer to him.
Nah, not enough cover. He's gotta be somewhere around here.
We can only take 2 guys out with our mark and execute, so that leaves this guy.
You gotta kill him! Take him down! Oh shit, it's Fisher! Die, bitch! Gun him down! I'm out of here.
Our target's now run off, so we can go straight after him. Once we catch up with him, we're going to interrogate him to get the information we need.
Stay back to me!
Looking for me, asshole? No more playing around. Who sent you? Fuck you!
Okay, enough. You want to know who sent me? It's Coben. Andre Coben. Runs trucks, guns, anything people want, he gets it for them.
Not good enough. Why does Coben want me dead?
If I talk, he'll kill me. He drove the car that hit your daughter. Used to brag about it, you know? Heard you were coming, so he hired me to kill you before you killed him.
You should refund his money. Where do I find him?
In the city, the old museum on King George Street. It's his place now. Guards out front and on the sides. Don't tell him I told you.
Oh, I'm not gonna tell him a damn thing.
That brings us to the end of the first mission, so I'll see you in mission 2.